Hi there everyone, it is currently the 29th of January 2013, and here in Australia today we are still watching the very serious and very significant flooding taking place. The good news is that most of the bulk of the rainfall, as we can see on the radar imagery, now pushing down there towards the south. Sydney, though, unfortunately, still seeing some very heavy rainfall and still flood warnings in effect all across the coastline here and even back into Queensland. Actually, many of the rivers across portions of southeastern Queensland are at this major flood stage at this time, and that is all due to all those rivers flowing downstream. You had the bulk of this water, now you have the sunny skies, but all that water that has been falling for nearly a week, what now, nearly 500 to 800 millimeters in some places here in eastern Queensland. Well, all that water has to go somewhere, and that's why we're some places like Bundaberg here where just seeing massive evacuations of thousands of people, even some people having to be airlifted out of there because of that continued rising waters. Even though the rain has stopped, the rivers are still yet to crest in many of these coastline areas. And to further exacerbate the situation, as if flooding wasn't enough, we're also seeing the threat of severe weather. This is in Bargara, where you had a tornado come ashore and cause some fairly significant damage along its path here. Not just one, but it does look like several of them moved ashore off of the ocean line there. If you want to see more of this video, please click the annotation on the screen there, though. But let's take a look at Tuesday going into the afternoon hours. This low continues to push off there towards the south, and that is the good news. Going through Tuesday, it does look like the weather is going to gradually improve across most of southeastern Australia here through the overnight hours. Actually, you can see it starting to eventually push off there towards the South Sea and vastly improving the conditions. Unfortunately, in New South Wales, you might still be seeing the rivers crest in many of these areas here as the waters start to go downstream. The good news, eventually going through Wednesday, they are going to start to recede, but we are going to be feeling what the damages and see what the damages are left behind from this flooding once that continues to happen. But really that low is going to shoot off there towards the south due to a trough of low pressure coming through. If we pull back the picture here, actually you can see that low coming across the southern portions of Australia and moving past you there in Tasmania and really just shooting off just towards the southwest of New Zealand. What a journey this storm has taken as it does move towards the south portions of New Zealand. You really have to remember that it started clear up here near the equator there in the Gulf of Carpentaria, where it became Cyclone Oswald and then just pushed across the York Peninsula here, then down there towards the south, right along the coastline of Queensland, and that was the main problem. As it did that, it just kept on pumping that moisture in off of the Coral Sea, causing the significant flooding, and then continuing the run at the worst possible direction right along the coastline. But now, once this trough comes through, that will just shoot it off there towards the south, and good riddance on this area, which has caused, unfortunately, several deaths and these record-breaking floods out across much of eastern Australia. So with that said, though, everybody, thanks for watching here at Western Pacific Weather. I know it's not a long update. If you want more in-depth information, please check in on Cyclone Chasers. I hope that we helped out a little bit during the course of this entire event, and also on Cyclone Chasers if you are continuing to watch with them. So stay safe, though, everybody. I will have another video update tomorrow on Eastern Asia, the cold surge currently going on and the storm at the end of the week, and also will be on air at NHK World all week into the evening hours, so you can check me out there. So stay safe out there, everybody, and I hope you have a great day.